Yo, what is up, Draft League fans? My name is IronBoffin, coach of your Rochester Ride-Ons, and we're back for week 2 of the PPL going against Shroom Raver. And if you guys don't know, I played Shroom last season, and Shroom got really unlucky at the end of last season, missing 2 Hurricanes with the Killer Watch Roll. Don't think it mattered. Think I would have won anyway. But we are here for week 2. I don't know what... You guys see my hands? I don't know what's yellow on that. I don't know what that means. Don't tell me. I don't want any WebMD stuff in the comments. But let's get into Shroom's team. What I'm afraid of, what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it. Pretty sick matchup here. We got Deoxys Speed, who I am scared of because it is so stinking fast. Has the Iron Treads, so Regieleki is looking pretty terrible because I don't want to let Regieleki in all the time. Or not right, I don't want to let in Iron Treads a lot. The Torn T is pretty interesting because it can be like, I could see like a Scarfer to outspeed my Regieleki. If he wants to be, it could just be like a life orb attacker. It could just be a lot of things. It could be a bit of a problem, so we're going to want to knock that out as soon as possible. Primarina, always a scary mon. I think Primarina, low-key, is I think it's undervalued in that it is an offensive threat and it's a bulky threat. So Primarina is kind of scary and has the Terra available to it. We got the Urshifu. That is Urshifu single strike. So we're scared of that with the Wicked Blow and Sucker Punch and Close Combat. Could be like a Bandit set, would hit really hard. Rotom Heat's a good answer to something like, it could be like Will-O-Wisp to get Rhydon. It could be a couple of things. I'm not a big fan of Rotom Heat. Not a big fan of it against me here. I'm kind of scared of it. Then has the Decidueye. I don't see that coming this week when I have like Infernape and stuff, and I don't see that coming. Hisuian Quillfish. The Haxorus. Shroom Raver loves his Haxorus. I know that's coming this week. He loves to click Dragon Dance on me with that thing. It's going to be scary for him because my Mence is faster. So if my Mence sets up first, I am faster than a Scarf Haxorus. I'm faster than a Dragon Dance Haxorus as long as I set up first. And so that'll be interesting. Obviously, has the Bonzi, Illumis. That's not coming. And the Porygon Z is scary. Porygon Z is scary because it can rock Terra Blast, be a normal base 80 move that it wants to click anyway. But then if it Terras, it can be whatever stab it wants. It could be like an Ice one. It could be... I don't know if Ice is particularly good into me. Like Electric might look pretty good. Anything to hit... It could be Terra Fire as well. Terra Fire isn't bad either because then that hits the Ninetales, hits my Titan, hits my Corviknight. So Terra Fire, Porygon Z, legit a problem. Porygon Z is always legit a problem. Very scared of that thing, especially with Terra. So scary team, but let's go into my team and why I'm bringing it. All right, first up for Shroom, we're bringing Weather Sweeper this week. I'm pretty excited. So first up, of course, for Weather Sweeping, we have Shoto with the Icy Rock, giving us 8 turns of snow. With Aurora Veil, Blizzard, Moonblast, and Encore. So if anything tries to get funky and set up on Ninetales, we can click Encore on that, so that's pretty exciting. So I have enough speed here to outspeed Iron Treads, so that's exciting. As long as he doesn't get like a Rapid Spin or something off first, or if he's not Scarf. So gotta keep that in mind. He could be Scarf literally just for this. Scarf Volt Switch is fine, but I have a Rhydon, so I don't know if he'll be Scarf because he doesn't want a Volt Switch. Anyway, we could neither here nor there. We have the Veil, like I said, and the Encore, just in case anything wants to set up. Anything stupid wants to happen, or if whatever, you guys get that point. But this thing also has max special attack, and the Blizzards are gonna start doing some damage. The Blizzards will do some damage to things. Obviously, I'm not gonna miss. He has no real way of setting weather, so my Snow is looking really good. So Blizzard looks like a good move to click here. Next up, we have our Snow Sweeper, Whitebeard, to Titan making his debut. Didn't go with the shiny, went with Whitebeard because I'm a big One Piece fan. So I originally have I named this Moby Dick in my game because it's like the ship from Whitebeard in One Piece. Anyway, we have Assault Vest, so that way we're really bulky in snow with Assault Vest and 170 base HP. We are bulky. We are a threat. So this is my late game sweeping option. We have Ice Spinner, just for stab. We have Play Rough to hit Urshifu. We have Liquidation with Terra Water to hit the Rotom Heat. And we have Superpower in case anything goes to like Terra Steel, or it also hits your Urshifu if I get, if it goes like Terra Dart, whatever. So we have a couple of different options there. So nothing too crazy to talk about there. We have enough speed to outspeed Deoxys Speed. Actually, I just went with like max speed Deoxys Speed. That way, no matter what, as long as it's not Scarf Deoxys Speed, we'll outspeed in snow. So that's really good. And that's kind of why I went with the Titan. That way I can be faster than some of these hyper fast mons, because base 73 doubled makes me very fast. So that's exciting. Next up, course, we're bringing Nero. We have Corviknight, the Nero. This is going to be my main check to things like the Haxorus or like the Urshifu. We have Brave-Bird, Roost, U-Turn, Defog with the leftovers. Urshifu is going to be kind of scary to deal with because if I do try to Roost in front of it, he can punch me pretty hard. No, because he can't close combat because I'm slower. Anyway, Urshifu hurts. Urshifu hurts really bad. And I definitely don't. But the good news is he doesn't really want to set up or anything on me because I can just Brave-Bird and smack him. So, and we've seen that Corviknight likes to crit. So I don't think people want to bulk up on me no more. So that's pretty exciting. We're just max defense, max HP. Nothing fancy there. Next up, we are bringing counter lead Iron Treads. We're bringing Son Goku as a counter lead to Iron Treads. I can taunt to stop him from getting up rocks if he feels safe. I can just close combat if I want. I can get my own stealth rocks. I want to get my own stealth rocks to break focus ashes or just to make it so Torn can't come and go freely unless he's heavy duty boots. And if he's heavy duty boots, so be it. But pretty easy set, and I do have the gunk shot for the Primarina if that wants to come in, because that seems like a good check to both of my stabs. So we'll be bringing gunk shot just to smack it. So pretty easy set there. Next up, we are bringing the star of last week. We have Shenron the Salamence. We're rocking Terra Fairy type. That way I can resist a Sucker Punch from Urshifu if I need to. We have the Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Terra Blast, like I said, just for Urshifu. I don't plan on terroring with this. Ideally, I don't have to. Ideally, I want to use it on Whitebeard if the Rotom... Well, basically, if the Rotom's there, I need to Terra on Whitebeard for liquidation. If we don't see the Rotom heat, we're kind of free to Terra with this. That way, we can kind of handle the Urshifu a little easier. The only problem here is that Deoxys Speed does outspeed me after a Dragon Dance. So we either need 2 Dragon Dances or to go into Deoxys with full health. If we're pretty healthy, Deoxys can't knock me out in one hit. So... I do like Salamance's chances here. The idea would be to bring it in versus something, knock it out, get the Moxie boost, and go from there. And I didn't want to bring... I didn't think it made sense to bring Intimidate here because of Urshifu having Wicked Blow. It's going to crit me anyway. So might as well try to pick off something and get that Moxie boost going. And then last but not least, we are bringing a Spadef Magellan. One Piece names all over the place. We're bringing Magellan here. Debut, round 1 pick debut. We have max HP, max Spadef. This thing's job is to come in, pivot, come in, pivot. Malignant Chain maybe, get a Confusion, come in, pivot. So be annoying with Recover, be annoying with Malignant Chain, Toxic, and Confusion, and be annoying with Parting Shot. That's the goal of Magellan here. And I think it's going to do a pretty good job. It did pretty good in Mox. So I like our matchup going into this week. Let's go ahead and get into the game with Shroom Raver. All right. Here we are. Week 2 of the PPL. And we got some mons. Yeah, this is about the team I expected from Shroom here. Deoxys Speed is a problem. Very scary. Tornadus. Doesn't bring the Rotom heat, which I'm upset about because that was like one of my best setup opportunities with Mence. So that's not good. We got the Urshifu. Got the Primarina. Oh, and the Iron Treads. Okay. So I like my dedicated lead of Infernape here. Infernape with the Focus Sash, Stealth Rocks, and I can kind of taunt the Iron Treads if I feel so bold. I mean, I gotta be feeling pretty bold, but I don't really need Infernape this game. Infernape doesn't do a ton. So we'll see how it goes. Redemption leads the Bird. Bird. Tornadus, the Therian Bird. Is this thing gonna click? I want this thing to click Hurricane so bad. I want him to click Hurricane so bad. Oh, I forgot in-game music. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to remember that in editing. Let's focus for a second. Obviously, he can go for Hurricane. You can just go for Bleak Windstorm too, obviously. I don't mind getting my Stealth Rock up here. I'm gonna get my Stealth Rock up. Yep, he's gonna hit the Storm. Take me down to Sash. That's fine. Take me down to Sash. Not exactly the best use. This isn't exactly the lead I had anticipated, but this is fine. I'm okay with this. Do I really feel like switching into this? I can save Son Goku. He's not like... I don't think he needs to die here. I definitely don't want to go into Narrow and catch a Heat Wave, so we'll go into Magellan here. Magellan should take this on pretty well. Magellan's debut, my round 1 picks debut. It's crazy. I think he goes for a Heat Wave trying to catch the Corv here. Potentially. Bleak Wind. We don't get any intel on. We didn't see Life Orb or anything. Yeah, so we'll save Infernape. No reason to let him go down here. No reason to let him go down. Let's just go into Magellan. Goes for Grass Knot. Okay, perfect. So shows Grass Knot. That did 0. Shows Grass Knot. Obviously had that for like Rhydon. Yeah, I don't mind going for a Malignant Chain here. I kind of am welcoming in. I think I go ahead and go for some slow pivot. I'll go for a Parting Shot here. I expect Treads to pop in. Treads makes a lot of sense here. So I'll just Parting Shot. I don't really need to go for like a Magellan Chain. Malignant Chain here. Okay. Oh, he goes for Nasty Plot. Okay. I don't like that. That is problematic. So we'll take him down to +1 here. He is +1, so let's make sure we give him that on the calc. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't love that for me. What would his last move be? Because I can just go into Ninetales. I don't think you drop Ninetales to 1 hit, but I could be wrong. Oh, you'd have Heat Wave, duh. You would drop me to 1 hit. Okay, so this is a problem. This is what we would call in the business a problem. Let me look at Ments here versus a Tornadus. Could I confuse you on that? That's crazy. He's +1. Ooh, +1 Tornadus could knock out Ments with 1 Bleak Wind Storm. This is not good. Let's sack Sun Goku here. This is really scary. This is very, 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 very scary. Let's sack Sun Goku. Let's sack Sun Goku. And we'll close combat, I guess, for damage. That way, if I don't want to miss. Just in case he misses. I mean, he just goes for Grass Knot, right? So he obviously, his last move is obviously Heat Wave. That way, he has a move that will hit me. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna have to trade some Mons into this. That's not ideal. So Torn, KOs, Infernape. Okay. I think what I need to do here is, how much is Magellan taking at this stage? From a +1 Tornadus. Nasty Plot, +1. This is a scary mon. I should have respected this a little more. Let's go back into Magellan here and just go for the Malignant Chain. He doesn't knock me out with a Bleak Windstorm, even at +1. I'm expecting him to be Heat Wave as his last move. So let's go back into Magellan. Let's go for the Malignant Chain. We can get a Confusion off. We can start to whittle this thing down. Yeah, Malignant Chain. I think that just makes the most sense. It will be bad to lose this thing as early as is potential here. If he Nasty Plots here, that's not a bad option, because if he Nasty Plots, he's +3. He misses a Bleak Wind. This is crazy, Shroom. Stop clicking these moves against me. Shroom, my guy, stop clicking these moves. Okay, I don't get the poison. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. I don't care if you send in Treads here. I have answers to Treads. I don't have... I don't want to let this thing sit here. That's so funny that this thing missed +3 Bleak Wind Storm has a chance to knock me out. It's not guaranteed. It's like an 81% chance. So he could Nasty Plot here. Doesn't. Goes for Bleak Wind Storm. Drops my speed. That doesn't matter. Beautiful. There it is. There it is. All right. So now I'm banking on a miss or a confusion. I'll just go for the recover here. Literally zero reason to just not go for recover. Do I want to try to save it? No, I can't. I can't try to get cute with this thing. Let's recover. That's my best play. He might just want to switch out. Yeah, I was like, he might just switch out. He said, this is too much for me. So that's fine. Tread Flanders. Great name for this. Love that. All right, so yeah, we get the rocks up. We get the rocks damaged. We recover. So Magellan's looking great here. That's amazing for us. I don't want to take an EQ to the face for zero reason, so we'll just go ahead and do the easy play of hard swapping in Narrow here. Very predictable. He's just going to get a rapid spin off, which is fine. He might not. He probably rapid spins. I mean, I don't think he EQs here. I think he gets his rapid spin. I'm obviously switching. He should see that I'm Spadef, so I would not take EQ super well, so I don't want to just hit into it for nothing. Goes for Volt Switch. Okay, that's fine with me. So that might be like a potentially like an AV set. No, it doesn't. That doesn't mean anything really per se. Okay, so let's just mark that we see the Volt Switch on Treads. We didn't see anything else. He's not boots as well, but that's not expected. I wouldn't expect Treads to be boots when it 4 times resist rock. He don't give a darn about rocks. All right, so who comes in now? I think Tornadus is a really good switch in for him here. Could go Torn, could go a couple different mons. Let's see. We're gonna have to be careful here. Let's see what he goes into. Let's not count chickens before they hatch. Let's let you do what you got to do first. He might not be fully max special attack. It goes into Redemption. Okay, so he's gonna try to hit a heat wave on me. He's going to try to hit a heat wave. Turn. Let's see. Heat wave is doing 80% to me, which is... He does have a roll to knock me out. If I'm at 305 HP... he has a 37% chance to knock me out. My Brave Bird would knock him out. So that is tempting because I feel... Because if you nasty plot, you put me in a really bad spot with the other mon there. But if you hit me with your heat wave, oh, that's also Lorb, and you're not Lorb. Okay, so if you're not Lorb, you never kill me. So I'm going to Brave Bird here. Yeah, you never kill me as long as you don't burn me. Perfect. Brave Bird. Okay, so that should take this thing. I'm happy with that. I'll take that all day. So Corv KOs. Torn, I'll take that all day. Obviously puts me in a low spot, but Tornadus is a problem for my team, so I'm happy to get rid of that. Basically because of how fast it is, so glad to get rid of it. A couple scary mons come in here. Haxorus is a problem. Deoxys is a problem. I think whatever comes in, I just let you knock me out. Maybe I try to get a roost. Treads can come in here and Volt Switch. I don't think there's any way to save Corv because I can't really... I don't think I can actually roost on anything. I think everything is faster than me barring Primarina, and Primarina would crush me with a Hyper Voice or whatever it goes for. That would not be good. So let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. We have the defog, but we don't super need defog here. Tread Flanders comes back. That makes sense. Just in case you try to rapid spin and not knock me out, I think you just Volt Switch, truthfully, but I'm going to let this go down. I'm going to try to roost. If you EQ, okay, yeah, I just that makes sense. Okay, so Treads, KOs, Corv with Volt, with the... Okay. That's fine. That kind of just had to happen. So I'll get a little bit of momentum here. Initiative, rather. I wouldn't call it momentum. I get some initiative. I do lose some good checks to Haxorus and Urshifu, which is bad. Losing my check to Urshifu is very bad. But if I can set up here, we're going to be looking for setup time with Mence, because Mence is looking pretty strong. Could be a Scarf Treads, too. There's nothing to say that's not a Scarf Treads. Okay, you bring in Noodle. Noodly Nigel. Who do I like in the Noodly Nigel? Does Noodly Nigel kill Mence? Actually, does Mence even outspeed Noodly Nigel? Noodle. Speed. You can have Ice Beam, so you would definitely have that to whack me. If I'm Terra Fairy. Psycho Boost doesn't kill me. I could set up the +1. If you're like max, I'm assuming you would calc this to be faster speed than +1 Salamence. I'll go into Shoto here. I think Shoto is a good, and then I can start bringing in Titan to do Titan things. So let's bring in Shoto. Get a Snow Warning up. Let's go for, you could be Taunt, I suppose. Taunt would be pretty good for you here. How much is a Blizzard doing? Is that damage worth it? Deoxys speed. No idea what moves are going to be. Blizzard's doing a lot. Moonblast is doing a lot. Could go for Veil. I'll go for the Veil. If you taunt me, then so be it. You know, if you're taunt, so be it. Superpower shouldn't knock me out. Goes for Psycho Boost. I didn't know you could miss Psycho Boost. That's so crazy. Shroom, I'm sorry. Why does this always happen? Why does this always happen to you? I'm so sorry. I don't know why this happens. I didn't even know Psycho Boost could miss. That's so funny. I'm staying in. I'm not switching out. I got Veil up. Best case scenario is actually that you kill me. To be frank. If my name were Frank. That's so funny. Goes for Thunder Wave. Okay. That's fine. I wasn't switching. Okay, so let's actually mark. So we use Psycho Boost, T-Wave. Psycho Boost. Didn't get the freeze, so, you know, you're welcome. Do you have a good switch into Blizzard? You don't have a great switch into Blizzard, so I'll just go for Blizzard again. I'll go for Blizzard again. Want to see me do it again? Okay, switches out of Newbly Nigel. Prim could come in here. Tread Flanders. Yeah, obviously that's a good switch. I'm definitely not going to let Shoto go down here. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Wow, that's a lot more damage than I expected. I would expect like an Iron Head here. How many turns of snow do I have? 5 turns of snow. I would really like to save the snow. So what I'm going to do is go into Ments. I don't think Ments is my win con here. I think Whitebeard is. Or do I just let Shoto go down and try to get into Whitebeard and then start doing... I'm probably not going to... Let's just... let's go for the Blizzard. Let's stay in. Let him knock me out. Let him knock me out. I have the Veil and Snow Defense. I actually live. That's crazy. And I don't get Para or Flinch. That's insane. Okay. Okay, Ninetales. Okay, Ninetales. So Ninetales, KOs. Iron Treads. There we go. Didn't get flinched. Didn't get para'd. That's crazy. So I'm happy to take out Treads here. Who's next? You have Urshifu, Deoxys. You still have your big ol' Haxorus, your big ol' Primarina. We don't have much intel on what those are going to be yet. Deoxys would be the mod I don't want to see right now. I don't really want to see Deoxys. Although I might live a hit. I might live a Psycho Boost. I kind of want to save Ninetales to get a late game sweeping amount of snow up again. But I know that's asking for a lot. But between Magellan and Salamence, I think I can stall a couple of my snow turns. I should have 4 left. So I should be okay to stall out my own snow and then set up a fresh layer for... you are Terra Ghost. You're not Boots. You're Mold Breaker. Okay, I'm going to go into Magellan here. I don't think you Dragon Dance in front of a Ninetales. Could be wrong. I absolutely could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I have been wrong before. Even Terra Ghost, I don't think you Dragon Dance here. And also, I'm pretty sure the way you bring this in... Oh, no, because I'm paralyzed. I was going to say, you must be Scarf or something, but no. Yeah, so let's go into Magellan. Like I said, I am defensive, or I'm special defensive, so this is not going to... I'm not going to take this super well. Also, he's just going to Terra Ghost blast me, I think, here. He's just going to Terra Ghost blast me, I think. And we'll see how much damage he does. We'll see how much damage he does. He's Terra Blast. He doesn't quite knock me out, even if he's banded. It did 0. That was with Aurora Veil. Okay, so now with Veil gone. If I had Veil, does that smell like band or not? I don't know if that smells like band. Either way, we'll just go for a Shadow Ball here. We just need to stall out Snow right now. I think I might live a non-banded one. He wasn't Lorb. He was not Lorb. We could also see a hard switch into Urshifu. The Urshifu is still looking very scary in the back. Very scary Urshifu. Aurora Veil. Yeah, he's not banded. He didn't do enough to be banded. No, yeah, no, not banded at all. Certainly not choice banded. We'll go for a Shadow Ball. Goes for Dragon Dance. This Shadow Ball's gonna hurt, bro. This Shadow Ball's gonna hurt. Yep, took you down pretty far. Didn't get the KO, though. He should knock me out here. How many more turns of Snow do we have? 2 more turns of Snow, so I am going to have to sack 2 Mons to this, which is not ideal. I guess not necessarily, because I can go into Whitebeard here and then clear this thing. So we'll Shadow Ball. Yep, so that's definitely going to KO me. Hacks, KOs, catch. That's yeah, no, it's weird. But with my 1 turn of Snow, I can go out into Whitebeard. I can hit this. I can knock this out, no problem. Yeah, literally no problem. So let's just go into Whitebeard here. We have the turn of Snow. We're looking great. We don't need to do anything crazy. Urshifu, no reason to risk a miss or anything of the nature. Primarina could come in. Primarina does wall me a little bit here. But we'll Ice Spinner. No reason not to. Yeah, take it out. Okay. So Titan KO's hacks. Okay. No, we're trading Mons. The Primarina is the problem right now, though. But I don't know if Primarina can really hurt me back. Let's check some calcs versus Primarina. You are Terra Steel, so actually maybe you can hurt me back. But if you Terra Steel, then I'm looking good because then I can superpower you. Steel. Primarina, Assault Vest, Tissa Titan. That's stellar. There we go. Yeah. Honestly, like, I'm doing okay versus Primarina. I feel okay here. I think Titan's going to put in a good amount of pressure here at the end. We still have Ments. We cleared hacks. Checking my notes. So Prim, Deoxys speed is low. Urshifu hasn't come in yet. Jet Fu Holiday. I love that. Okay. So as long... Okay, so not boots. We definitely don't stay in here ever, ever, ever. We go into Shodo. We sack Shodo. And then even if he's like a Swords Dance set, it's okay because Sucker Punch won't kill me in the snow as long as I don't Terra. So I think we'll be okay. Yeah, but we just set up our Snow again to get 8 fresh turns. We go into Titan, and then we hope Ments can clean up at the end, but we don't know yet. I might be able to hold my Terra for Ments to help with Deoxys. Because Deoxys showed Boost and T-Wave. So I would imagine there's an Ice Beam in there for Ments. I would have to imagine so. So go Shodo, get my Snow. Perfect, 8 turns. Bulk up. That is a problem. That is certainly a problem. You can't bulk up again, though, which is good. And your leftovers. Lefties. Bulk up. You can't do that again. So I go for a Moonblast here. You could hard pivot into Primarina. Is certainly an option. I can't Encore because I'm slower because of T-Wave. If I had, if I wasn't T-Waved, I could Encore here. But I cannot. I cannot. That T-Wave was a very good play on Shroom's end. That T-Wave was very good. I kind of had hoped he had knocked me out, obviously, but I don't think... Goes for Brick Break. Okay. Shows Brick Break. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure the Titan is going to knock him out at +1. This thing can't Terra. Shifu. Call him Bandage. We actually know he's not Bandage, though. We know he's Leftovers. So let's call him Sword Stance here. In the snow. If he's +1 defense... Play Rough is not killing at +1 defense. That's concerning. That's not good. That's not good at all, but I think it's still my only play. Unfort. Wow, that's a pretty crazy calc there. I had to go to Titan here anyway. Because I'm sure he drops Mence, so. Maybe Mence was the play to get chipped. If I'm Terra Water, do I stand a better chance? No, Terra Water, he can kill me with other stuff. So let's go for the Play Rough and hope for something crazy, I guess. Do something crazy. He might not have CC. If he doesn't have CC, he doesn't knock me out. So that's good to know. This is also like an adamant set, so there's a couple different spreads and training and stuff that could be at play here. Certainly a couple of different options. I am shocked that a Play Rough doesn't knock him out. Are you like really defensive? Brick Break me, I should live that. Oh yeah, we live that. But now you kill me with Sucker Punch. You knocked me out with Sucker. I could... no, I don't think I'd try to get cute in Immense. I think I just make you show me Sucker. I did a lot of damage. Mence does... Mence outspeeds and does knock him out. So that could start a Moxie boost thing going on. So we're not out of this. Oh, he didn't Sucker. Okay, no Sucker. So Titan KOs Urshifu. Okay. The problem is the Primarina right now. I don't like this endgame. I need damage on Primarina was the problem. Okay, so I actually don't think you Terra here. I don't think you Terra because then you know I could hit you with some other stuff. Let me look and see what I can kind of do. What does Mence need for damage on this thing? Mence versus Primarina. We have no idea what this is. Terra Blast, Terra Fairy is doing a lot to this thing. If he Terra steals, then it's fine. So Titan to Primarina. Oh, that's not the right one. I think Play Rough is my safest play, and then if you Terra, I can EQ you. So we'll Play Rough here. Yep. That did 0. You're very defensive. You are the most defensive Pokemon I've ever seen. You are like max defense. Okay, so Prim KOs. So Titan. Now we're in Immense. We're gonna take our time here for a second. We're doing some calculations. Assuming maybe that you're like have 0 special attack. If I'm Terra Fairy, I could Dragon Dance here. I don't think there's anything that immediately scares me that you could do to me. So I will go in Immense and I will go for a Dragon Dance. I think I have to. If best case scenario, I can get 2 Dragon Dances. So we Terra to get out of the weakness, and we'll Dragon Dance here. You could Terra. Oh, you could Terra Steel, Terra Blast me though. What do you do here? How much does Terra Steel, Terra Blast do? Terra Blast. From like a defensive plus defense. It does so much. So EQ. I can Terra here, and then I can EQ, and then if you Terra to Terra Blast me, EQ will kill you. So we'll just Terrastalize and we'll EQ. I think that makes the most sense. Yep. Oh, that's me. Duh, idiot. And then if you didn't Terra, then I don't think you can kill me anyway. But you might put me in range of Deoxys. So I think Deoxys probably cleans up here. Didn't Terra. Let it 0. Boom Blast. Oh, yeah, he wins. Oh, my God, this thing is a thick. Actually, it didn't even matter, because if I had Dragon Danced, it wouldn't have mattered. That thing is thick. We can Terra Blast and hope we knock out, but I don't think we're gonna. Either way, Deoxys is going to clean up here. Very good game versus Shroom. He had a lot of bad luck, and he still kept it. Okay, we knocked him out there. It's not going to matter. Deoxys is going to come in here and sweep me up here. Great game by Shroom. Absolutely phenomenally played. We get our Moxie boost. Too little, too late. I think maybe I should have played this to Titan a little better. Get Ment. I think I didn't get Ment involved soon enough. But I am happy with the game we played here. That Deoxys speed is just going to be a little too much at the end for us to handle. He goes for the pressure. Yo, what if he misses Psycho Boost again? Imagine. No, he just Ice Beams. I'm sure he knocks me out with whatever he's got. Really well played. That you can't look at that. Took him down to red. About as close as a game as you can get. He needs to not miss a Psycho Boost. He needs to just not miss a Psycho Boost. So, you might have Thunder Wave, knockoff, something, Psycho Boost. So maybe he's scared about clicking Psycho Boost. Go for T-Bolt. Should knock me out. GG, Shroom. You know, good game, man. Good game. You had some tough hacks and you still kept it together. Absolutely well played. Good game on our end. I'll take a 1-0 loss. That's tough, but not the end of the world. Oh, he was Lord. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. I think I could have played around... Yeah, maybe like the Urshifu was a little bit of a problem, and maybe the Infernape, sacking Infernape turn 1 wasn't great, but really good game, really happy to play. Good week 2 from us, just didn't quite finish it out, but make sure you guys check Shroom and the link and stuff down below in the description. All right, so you guys saw the game there. Tough, really tough, close game. What we're going to do here is we're going to do like a post-game wrap-up, little post-show. And usually the opponents kind of give you what their team sheet was and like what their calcs were. So we're going to kind of talk about what I really want to talk about here is the end game and whether or not we had a way to win that in the end game. Cause I think there were 2 main paths. So let's learn. I think this is going to be kind of cool to learn. 1, make me a better player. 2, you can kind of see what I was thinking. And 3, we can kind of talk through if there was a better end game for us. And again, that'll help us learn a little bit. So, basically the only way I think this game came down to 1, let's talk about team prep wise. I do regret bringing the Infernape. I don't think was the right bring this week. I think a very defensive Rhydon would have done a defensive Rhydon with like Terra Fairy or something would have been very good this week. Much better than Infernape because I would have either if Tornadus wanted to stay in and try to Grass Knot, I'm knocking that out with Stone Edge, so that's not safe for him. Be a good Stealth Rocker. It would have been a good check to something like Urshifu and the Haxorus. So I think that was a bad. I think that was a bad oversight on team prep on my end. I think Rhydon would have been really good, and I should have brought it. I don't know why I didn't. Like, I think in Mox, I was playing a couple of lead Iron Treads, and I thought Infernape was better than it was, but I don't think Torn is such a good lead, and I just should have been a little more prepared for a Torn lead versus Treads lead, and then Rhydon would still be good into a Treads lead anyway, so... I think in team prep wise, I think that's the only change I would make going back. Other than that, I did like the team. Second of all, let's skip to the end game because I think we played a pretty clean game up to the end game, and then I think we had a fork in the road, right? So setting the scene. What I can't remember. Anyway, so there's our Shifu versus the Titan. Oh yeah, so I knocked out the Haxorus was the Titan. Obviously the right play on the last turn of Snow. go into Ninetales to try to sack it to the Urshifu, and I think that was all the right play. Also, really good play on Shroom Reaver to bring the Thunder Wave on to Ninetales. Ninetales probably could have won that game. Ninetales would have done a lot of work had it not gotten paralyzed. So that was tough. But we bring in Ninetales to sack it to the Urshifu, which was the right play, of course. And then Urshifu goes for Bulk Up. Now, that's a really good set to bring, and a really good play on Shroom's end, because knowing I'm not going to sack the Titan there. Very good play. Very good play. And I had to make my play, and they had the Bulk Up. I was more afraid of a Bandit set, so I'm not surprised. But anyway, so Ninetales dies to the Urshifu, and then we have a choice to make. Do we go into Satitan, or do we go into Salamence? Now, we went into Satitan because I was thinking, I did do the calcs mid-game, and I saw that we didn't knock out with Play Rough. But, so, if we go back, and we'll look at the calcs here. So, we'll pull up Shroom's Urshifu. Okay. So, yeah, so at the +1 that the Urshifu was at, our Play Rough was doing 52 to 63%, which is not enough, obviously, as you saw. Because I didn't expect this thing to be so defensive. This set from Shroom Reaver is a max to 252 defense EVs. Is crazy. I definitely did not predict that. It's very bulky, a lot bulkier than I would have anticipated. So obviously it took the Play Rough like a champion. And Brick Rake, did I have? Oh, I had Snow Up. There we go. Okay. So then Brick Rake did a ton to me. Obviously we saw that. I think ideally what I would have been hoping for was the Brick Break. I was kind of hoping that they had close combat as well, or just something to knock me out. So I wanted the chip into this so that way Mence could come in and win, right? That was the goal. But then it was kind of like, should I have gone into Mence to do that, to get the chip, and then sweep was the Titan? So if we had kind of flipped this to Salamence here, right? But I also didn't know that Shroom had Iron Head here. So if we go into Mence, at +1, we don't knock out with Terra Fairy Blast. Like I said, great set on the Urshifu here. We don't knock out with Terra Fairy Blast. And they have, give them, you know, okay, 93.8% chance to OHKO me with Iron Head. Boom, Mence dies, Urshifu's on 4 HP. We go back into Satitan. Sick, we knock him out with Play Rough or whatever. I probably just pick like Liquidation to make sure I knock out. But then what we do, we run into that Primarina. So this, oh, that's not the right Primarina. Primarina here, actually low-key, what a good set of this Primarina, because basically it's max defense with choice specs. So one, I never would have predicted a set like this, because we saw it was max defense, and I'm like, oh, sick, I might be able to go ahead and set up with a Dragon Dance, because I saw how bulky it was. So the good news is Satitan was never the right option to win the game with, because we don't break Primarina. We don't do anything in this thing. Play Rough is doing 22 to 26%. That's 0. That's basically 0. Even with the AV, Moonblast is killing me before I kill it. So that was right. We did play that endgame kind of right. But I would have liked had Salamence been able to knock out. I would have liked to had Salamence been able to knock out the, whatchamacallit? Knock out the Urshifu. Because then Mence would have been +1, right? That was kind of what my goal was. But as you can see here, even at +1, I'm barely two-shotting it. Like, I do two-shot it with Terra Blast. And also, I was completely stupid in that he had already used Terra on Terra Ghost Haxorus, and I was accounting for Terra Steel. So the EQ was kind of silly. I don't think it mattered anyway, because I needed the 2 attacks to kill anyway, and Terra Blast wouldn't have killed it from where it was. So silly to account for the Terra there, but it didn't end up mattering because I did get the kill there. If Earthquake plus Terra Blast didn't kill, then it would have mattered. But yeah, no, I think we played it the best way we could, and then basically because of the specs, it was doing a ton of damage into me even as I was Terra Fairies. That does a ton. 68 to 80, way more than I expected from a, because let's say like it was like an Assault Vest. Yeah, see, like 45 to 53 is still more damage than I would have expected, to be fair. But I was in my dream world, I was gonna get a Dragon Dance off, but I wasn't gonna. So I think Shroom, no matter what, that end game, Shroom had run the end game with these insane bulky sets that I didn't predict things to be so bulky. So that slowed the offense down enough to not be able to pick things off and let the Oxys come back in and win. So I think that was a really good game played by Shroom, and I like the way I played. Like I said, I think from the team prep perspective, I think I needed to bring Rhydon over Infernape. But apart from that, I like the team prep. I think we played well. Took it down to a 1-0 loss. That's not the worst thing in the world. We had a 4-0 win, a 1-0 loss. +3 differential, 1-1. Not a bad spot to be for week 2 in the season. And we'll bounce back hard for week 3. So I think that was a good game. And let me know if you like this kind of post-game wrap up. I want to do this to kind of, one, help myself learn where I could have done better, and maybe help you guys understand where my thought was at. So yeah, but like, I completely forgot that Haxers are already like Terra ghosted. So that's pretty funny. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here for real this time. Hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I'll see you guys for week 3. Goodbye!